Flosstube. My name is Becca and I'm SamBrie Stitches here on Flosstube and Instagram. And this is another special edition of Interview with a Flosstuber. This is a super special edition because we're ringing in the new year with Derek and Christian. So I'm so excited for that. Their channel is called Married with Stitches. I love their channel. I've been watching since they first uploaded their first video. And no matter what mood I'm in, they always make me laugh. They're hilarious. They are just so much fun and very enabling, which we'll get to as well. So their channel is just awesome. If you've not checked out their channel or their Facebook group or everything, I'll put all the links down below. So how are you guys doing today?
Fantastic. Can't complain.
It's awesome. A wonderful day.
It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. So we will get started and jump into some questions. And the first one is, why did you start a Flosstube and were there any particular motivations?
I started Flosstube because of Derek. He had his channel first and I was like, maybe we should do one together. So he kind of bit into it took a lot of convincing, I'm not gonna lie. A lot. But here it is.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome channel. Yeah, I remember you had one before Derek for that. So how come it took so much convincing to start a Flosstube since you already had a channel?
I had stopped for like a year and a half or so. So I wasn't doing videos anymore, and it was him convincing me to do it. And I'm really glad he did, though. We have a lot of fun now. It's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun for us to watch too. You guys are very entertaining.
And they're so sporadic, you never know when they're gonna happen. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, sometimes you guys are on your Fortnite thing. So
we try. It's a goal, you know.
Life happens.
What is time? I always say that.
Yeah, life happens. So the next question is just a subscriber question, and they were just wondering if you had a blog of any sort.
No.
The closest I get to a vlog is Instagram stories. Yes. It's like, that's how you keep up.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people use, is either Instagram or YouTube for keeping track of stuff.
The blog.
Yeah, I haven't found too many people that have a blog. So, all right, the next one's kind of a fun one. It's, how did you learn to stitch, and how long have you been stitching?
Get on Instagram.
Let's see. I started stitching before Christian. He was a knitter, and he always tried to get me to knit, and knitting was very boring to me. But I did want a hobby. And so I was just searching different kind of crafting hobbies, and I came across Flosstube many generations ago. But I was kind of searching like how to cross stitch, and that's how I came across it. And that's what got me started. It's only when there were like 5 people doing Flosstube. So it was like
that was a while ago, yeah.
Long time ago.
Now there's like 800 plus.
I know, there's so many, but I enjoy it.
It's like, I can't keep up.
Yeah, we get behind a lot.
Yeah, I piggybacked off of Derek, obviously. So, like he said, I was knitting, and then I was like, "Oh my God, you can make actual little pictures." And then I saw the Harry Potter from Cloud's Factory, and that sold me. I was like, "We're done. I will be a stitcher from here on out."
That's awesome. I love how there's such a diverse amount of patterns, you know, because there's like the Disney and, you know, there's snarky and there's all that kind of stuff. So a little bit of something for everybody.
I started in like 2016, I think is when I did my first one. And like, if I looked at that project now, I'd probably scream. Oh, the back.
You kind of need to pull it back out and see like how your X's are going and all that kind
like, it was so bad, I deleted it off Instagram. Like, I was like, no one can see these stitches.
You got to be proud of your beginning.
Like my fractionals, like I didn't know how to do like quarter stitches or anything. So I just had like random little pieces of floss just going through there. I was like, maybe it just meant like half the amount of floss. I don't know.
That's awesome.
I remember that.
Well, there's some people that start out with using like 4 strands or 6 strands of DMC instead of 1 or 2. So, I mean, there's different ways to start.
Oh, I have to peel them apart? Who knew?
That's awesome. So this is one that I love to see, and it's, what's your favorite project that you've stitched so far?
My Harry Potter from
That
Cloud
one was
Factory.
pretty cool.
It is like 3 feet long, and it was a labor of love.
Yeah.
But it's like I just did one line at a time, and I felt that made it easier to like process and handle that amount of information. So
it's a good way to do it. It's like small, tiny finishes, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think my favorite, I'd have to say, was, I don't know. Maybe it's Country Cottage Needleworks. It's called Beach Cottage. And I think I've picked this one as my favorite before because it's the only piece I've ever gifted. So I don't know. It's kind of special. I gave it to my Mima, and so she has it in her house all the time. So that's probably my favorite because of that.
I love pieces that have special meaning, for sure.
Yeah.
That just makes it even more special. I thought you were going to say one of your cactus ones because I know how much.
Oh, no, I do enjoy those. I know everyone would expect that. I mean, I certainly enjoy some other patterns more than I did that beach cottage, but it's really special. So it's most memorable to me, I guess I should say.
Yeah, and it's even better because it's loved and it's displayed. So that's pretty.
It is. It's like shifted the frame a little bit. It's gotten
Everybody does the collective awe together. So what do you guys enjoy most about stitching?
Honestly, just like getting lost in the stitches. It kills a lot of time, and like especially if you're watching TV or something, it's something to do, occupy your hands. So that's what it is for me. It's just like relaxation time.
Yeah, you start stitching and I lose track of time like you wouldn't believe. Like 2-3 hours go by. I was like, what? I didn't even there's that much time.
It's worse than TikTok.
TikTok is very addictive. Very addictive.
No kidding.
Derek has been banned from TikTok.
Oh my God.
I don't even have to go to TikTok. I just look at everybody's stories and I can see all the fun videos.
See them all.
It's like, thanks for highlighting the good ones for me.
Basically.
I think I'm so sentimental today. I need to get away from work. I enjoy because we get to stitch together. So a lot of times it's something we're doing. It's what fills a lot of our relationship time. Well, not the past month and a half. I've not stitched very much, but usually we sit on the couch and it's nice. Prior to him joining me, it's relaxation like everybody else. I mean, idle hands are no good, right? So it gives you something to do and goals to accomplish. But now I like spending time with him. Oh, I am
you're so kind.
Look, I'm really nice and sweet in real life. See.
This is true.
That's funny. No, that has to be really nice. I have tried for years to get my husband to stitch. Not happening. At least I have my sister. She's a few hours away, so at least I have somebody that I can, go back and forth with. But yeah, it has to be nice to be able just to sit and have something to share and somebody that can go to the stitchy shop and shop with you.
Yeah. Oh, we can't. Oof.
You guys
don't
can
shop well
I've
together,
seen your
though.
haul videos.
We don't shop well together. We have to separate in the store.
Oh.
We have to go our separate ways the whole time we're in the store.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because I like to peruse heavily, and Derek, he's through the whole store so fast, and I'm like, you have so many things, and I have nothing.
Oh, jeez.
I go with goals in mind already.
Okay. I don't know. I like to sit there and peruse, so I think I'm with Kristen. Like I go down to Acorns and Threads, and I can spend a couple of hours just digging through stuff, and yeah.
I always feel awkward though when they come up to me, I'm finding anything, and I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm just stuck right now.
Just browsing. That's funny. So we're gonna get out of stitching a little bit and kind of get to know you guys a little bit better. And this one is, what's your favorite genre of book or movie?
I would have to say like fantasy, like fiction books I really like, especially when they deal with wizards and witches and dragons and things and such. So yeah, so I've been into that lately.
Yeah.
I have a different type of book that's my favorite versus like movies and film. Book, I'm really stuck on this. My favorite books are romance books.
That's awesome.
I like reading romance. I don't know if that's trashy, but I do read it. And
are they paperback, Derek?
They're all digital now. Thank you very much. Because I do read ebooks. but I don't like watching romance.
You will not watch a rom-com for anything.
I do not. I don't know. It's something in the book, you get to imagine it yourself.
True.
The way they portray it in film, I just can't get into it. For films, I like non-romantic comedies, like just pure comedy, and also like, you know, summer blockbusters. Like I watched the new Wonder Woman on Christmas Day, so I like those kind of movies. Yep.
Wonder Woman.
Soul was so good.
Oh, I have to watch that. Wonder Woman, I'm iffy on watching because some people were not too thrilled with it and others enjoyed it, but
it was not, in my opinion, it was a bit of a disappointment, but I still watched. I watched it.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. It was a little bit of a letdown.
It would have been upsetting to spend that money to see it in the movie theater, I would say that.
Watching
it on TV doesn't make it so bad because, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I get that.
Pop my own popcorn.
Yeah, you save so much money now, but it's the experience, though.
Right.
This is a fun one. What fictional place would you guys most like to go to?
I would go have tea with the Mad Hatter.
I said that in one of the interviews. That's awesome.
Did you really?
Yeah, I love that so much. That would be so. I love tea, but I love Alice in Wonderland too, and that would be awesome.
That would be my thing. Yeah. That or Hogwarts, obviously. I'm pretty sure that's what people say.
Yep, everybody wants
Hogwarts. I would go live with the hobbits.
That's
from
cool.
Lord of the Rings. I've always wanted to live actually growing up, as a kid, I imagined that I'd live inside of a tree. So living under the ground is pretty cool to me.
That actually would be pretty cool. Living in a tree, they have houses that you can build in a tree. So
that's not as bad. I want to live in the tree. I want it to be
it's got to be a really big tree.
It'll be a magic tree where you go in and then it opens up.
It's like one of those tents. You just go inside. It's a mansion.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Pretty cool. Those sound like fun places.
Peter Pan.
So if you could choose to do anything for a day, what would it be?
I think
I was just sitting in the Wendy's drive-thru and we were looking, and I was like, how do I answer this question? I don't know. What would I do for a day?
I would fly or teleport. Let's teleport. It's faster.
Teleport is faster, yeah. That'd be fun.
That is such an interesting answer.
Where would you teleport to, though? Is the thing?
I would likely go. Well, my favorite places that I have not been: Japan, Australia, and then back to Europe to visit Germany because I'm apparently German.
Yes, saw that one too. I got my daughters the DNA testing kits primarily because of your guys' thing. Yeah, for Christmas, so they're gonna send them in. Yeah, we're
I bought my mom that for Christmas. She got really interested. That was her Christmas present.
Cool.
Yeah. Now we're all gonna know where we come from.
Yep, you guys enabled.
They were on sale on Amazon for a little bit.
That's what I did.
Yep.
So did I.
That's what I did. Yep. So we'll see when we got to send them in, but yeah, that's pretty cool.
They can't eat or drink for like a couple hours, so I had to wake up in the morning and do it. That was the only way.
I always forgot.
You have to
wake up and go
I'm
straight
gonna
to the
make sure they read the directions then, because they're not very good at that, so we'll have to do that.
I think I would time travel. Getting onto the question, I don't know. I'm coming up with something interesting, but I think that would be interesting. I would go backwards though, not forwards.
Yeah. The future might scare me too much.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to know the future right now either. Going back in time to like historical events or something like that would be really, really neat, I think. So for sure. Yeah. So we kind of touched on this a little bit, but do you have any other hobbies besides cross stitch?
Yeah. Like you said, I knit, but I also skate, like inline skate around town.
Cool.
Get my legs all nice and beefy. And then outside of that, I do fabric. That's my other hobby.
That's where I was like, you guys definitely do fabric. Wow.
Yeah, that takes up a lot of time.
Yep, there's a fabric back there. Yeah.
Lots of it.
Is there?
Yeah,
you
can see some.
Stacks on stacks.
He was hard at work before the interview. Yeah.
He was.
So
I don't have other hobbies. I don't work out. I don't do anything like that. I stitch and relax.
You watch TV. That's your thing. Binging television shows.
And you help with the fabric. That's kind of a hobby of dying. Sometimes.
From the couch.
You're not doing that right. You need to, kind of directional. Is that what
so we have two sergers, so we can have dueling serging
I
races.
was serging until 2 a.m. this morning. So
He was.
I like the dueling serging. You guys should do a video
races.
of you guys doing dueling serging.
We have races.
With like banjos or something. Yes. And just do the dueling. That would be entertaining. That would be
Let's do it. It's going to happen.
Yes. I
we
think
have so many things to do, Derek, before the end of the year.
It's coming soon. So, okay, this is the fun one. Usually it's how would your friends describe you? But I think it would be more fun to have you guys describe each other.
Oh, I'm nervous.
I'm curious.
How would I describe?
Describe me,
if
Derek.
I had to pick one word for Christian, it would be stubborn. But
Oh, no. I don't want to start any fights, all right?
I'm excited to hear about this later. But yeah, he is stubborn, but he's really fun, outgoing, much more outgoing than me. Will talk to anybody, very kind to strangers, and very bubbly. That would be how I would describe him outside of our relationship, which is stubborn.
One word.
Derek is, how would you say this?
I was going to say, it's
brutally
honest.
Watch out now.
Yeah, brutally honest, introverted, antisocial. No, I'm just kidding.
I am introverted.
When he has drinks, he's the most giving person you'll ever meet. We have 30 giveaways at a time when Derek drinks. So very giving. We go out to bars. Well, we used to go out to bars. He used to buy rounds of shots for everybody and be like, who's paying for this? Like,
Uh-oh.
So yeah, he's a very giving person, almost to the point of like being Hubsbrower.
I like everybody to be happy. I want everyone to join in the fun.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was kind of entertaining. Hopefully there's no discussion afterwards.
There will be discussion.
Oh, that's so funny.
To the point where I'll be stubborn. We're going to have that conversation.
Oh, geez.
Point proven.
Oh, man. All right, so, let's get back into stitching a little bit. See if we can get our minds off of that. How do you prefer to stitch? Do you stitch like in hand, hoop, Q-snap, that type of thing?
I stitch in a Morgan hoop on a stand.
Okay.
It's in there. Case creation stand.
Oh, I have a case creation lap stand. Love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It used to be completely in hand for me, and I didn't think I would like a stand, and we got those case creation stands, and I couldn't go back now. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So
two-hand stitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
That way. Yep.
And so much faster.
Not having to hold it is like your brain can concentrate on stitching more. I don't know. But I go between Q-snaps and Morgan hoops. I think I prefer Q-snaps a little more. I'll use the Morgan hoop on smaller projects because they can actually I don't have to move it because they are so tight that I feel that they kind of dent the fabric too much for me. So I prefer Q-snaps. I want to get some scroll rods. I don't have any of those.
We definitely need those.
Yeah, I've tried the scroll rods because I hit Goodwill a lot, and there'll be scroll rods there, and they're the ones that are split, so you just put the fabric in between instead of having to, tack it on or whatever. I can never get the fabric tight enough on scroll rods. I don't know what it is. I'm a Q-snap person too, but I've never tried the Morgan hoop, so I'm curious now.
Yeah,
they get super tight, but I don't like it if I have to move over because it's so tight where it goes in that I feel like it dents where your stitches are. A lot.
Like you have to iron it out.
Yeah, because I've heard people who use hoops to stitch, they get those marks in their fabric, but and sometimes
the Morgan hoops have like a dent thing inside of
like,
the hoop, so like the fabric has to wrap around, so it's even more scrunchy in there. So it keeps it tight, but as
super
long
tight.
As it's in
do you leave your projects on them when you're not stitching on them? Or
I just loosen it up a little bit and like pull the fabric in so it doesn't like.
Yeah, I fold my Q snaps in and make it flimsy, but I do leave them on there.
Yeah, I leave mine on the Q snaps for sure. Yeah,
it's too much work to get that back in there.
Right.
Like
it is a whole ordeal. I have to get on the floor to do it.
He does.
Everything on the floor. I can't like.
And he like lays it out.
I'm kind of the same way, even with Q snaps, because of just trying to get it positioned right. Because if you have it on your lap, like my fabric always ends up wonky. So when I'm stitching, it looks like it's crooked, like, but it's really straight.
That's
exactly.
I have to do that too, so I don't blame you. Do you have like a preferred fabric type or count that you guys stitch on mostly, or just whatever? Yeah, just whatever.
Whatever. Yeah. And because we have so much fabric at home now, like I literally just pick whatever's left over.
Freaking lucky.
It's like the Barney bag.
Even prior to that, though, I didn't have a preference. I just went off of, whatever I got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to solely stitch on Aida until I like graduated to even weave and then to linen, and I was like, you know what, this is kind of nice. I like it. I think I like even weave as far as like the stitches being even.
Yeah.
But linen, I like how it looks natural,
Yeah, I get that. Cool. I'm still an Aida only stitcher for 20 plus years. I can't for some reason.
I still love stitching on Aida.
Yeah, I can't see myself, one, because my fabric stash is insane for Aida, and so I don't want to fall in love with something else because then I have all of that. But yeah, it's just you don't have to think as much when you're stitching on Aida.
It's like I always have to remember to count over 2 every single time.
Yep.
It makes it easy for fractional stitches, but like definitely if you're just trying to do some mindless stitching, I don't recommend.
Yeah, some samplers are rough on Aida because of the over one and stuff like that, but you just have to steer clear of those. So where is your favorite place that you guys have traveled, and did you bring stitching along when you guys went?
Together?
It could be together or separate, wherever.
Which one do you want?
But it might be a discussion for later, Derek, if you choose something separate.
No, my favorite trip. We took one. Well, okay, so we went to New York City for World Pride in June last year, and it was a lot of fun. And it was like his first time up there, so like getting to show him like the city and everything was a lot of fun. We took stitching. We didn't stitch.
Yeah.
Too much going on.
We take stitching everywhere we go, and it never comes out. We have these plans of relaxing and doing it, and it never happens.
It never happens. We end up at a bar.
But at least it's with you, so just in case.
Yeah.
I've not traveled a lot. Most of my traveling has been with Christian. I've never left the country, and where we have traveled has been mostly together. So like he said, last year was my first time to New York City. We also went to New Orleans last year. That was my first time.
That was fun.
Oh, that's when you guys went to the
I'm a late
shop,
bloomer.
Yeah.
Well, so bad I don't travel either, so it's okay.
No stitching happened in New Orleans because I fell asleep after 3 hours of being there.
Oh,
he did. I was just sitting. I should have stitched there because I was just sitting in a hotel room watching him sleep.
Throw up.
Oh no.
We do bring our dogs everywhere with us, though.
Oh,
we don't leave them. We bring our babies with us. We leave the cats at home because we've never taken a trip that was too long that they didn't have food and water in the litter box.
Cats are kind of self-sufficient.
But we do
And
take our
Jasmine
dog
does not
with
do
us
well in the
everywhere.
car. Like as soon as you get in, she poops.
That is awesome. Yeah, I'm glad. It's a lot more fun to take the animals. We'll take one of our dogs. The other one that we have is not so friendly, but
As long as
out
we
that
friendly
much.
to you, it's okay.
Yeah, that makes it a lot more fun though. So what can you not do without for your stitching? Like your favorite go-to other than the basics that you need?
A needle threader. I have like 3 of them.
Yes,
For sure,
I'm right
for
there
him.
with you.
Must have it.
Yeah, I'm a licker, so I don't need that. What I really enjoy now, I use like thread magic or wax. It actually makes a lot of difference since I started using it. So now I feel lost because one of our cats, she likes to like tap it across the house, and I'm constantly looking for it because I need it. I love
Derek,
it.
how many things did you order off of Amazon?
Because I keep getting the notifications too, like so much
Do you hear
getting
this?
delivered right now.
I hear the beeping. What's going on?
Every single one of those is an Amazon delivery.
Oh,
It's saying that this stuff was delivered, because we have a hub in our building. So
It's
it's
just going crazy.
Yeah, I'm
maybe it's
getting them
fabric.
too. It's not. It's
No?
not fabric.
Oh, probably not from Amazon.
We're-
Those are leather shorts.
Uh-oh. You're gonna wear those in the next video.
Why did you say that, Christian?
It just showed up on my phone. It was like, leather shorts have arrived. I'm like, who has leather shorts?
We both have a pair, actually, if you want to know.
Ooh,
And
well
yes,
then.
a little sneak peek, we are wearing them in the next video. You know exactly what they are, Christian.
Oh,
Nervous now.
that's funny.
No pressure.
Okay, I totally forgot where we were now. Oh, okay. We answered the what can you not do without for your stitching. So the next one is how do you decide on what you're going to work on next?
So if I have like a new project, like a new start, there's something I just bought, obviously I want to start it like immediately. So if that happens, it's cool. But usually I look at my Instagram and I see which photo I've uploaded of which projects. So whichever one hasn't been uploaded in the longest amount of time, that's what I pull out.
That's an interesting way, yeah.
He gets back to his projects a lot more than I do. I start them and then they sit. I don't have a specific thing. When I get new ones, I want to start them, but I just pick something. I end up starting a lot is what happens. I get tired of what I have and I just buy new stuff.
Yeah, starting is a lot more fun though. It's just like a fresh project that you haven't done.
Until you look at the bin and see how much you need to finish, and then you're like, oh man.
Yeah.
There's 2 bins now, Derek.
Whip parade time.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody's doing the end of the year whip parades. I'll do the beginning of the year whip parade.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
It's been a while. We haven't done that since like our first video, I don't think.
Yeah. So time for whip parade.
Oh,
Well,
I
it
don't know
helps
that I
you
want to see all
also
that.
when you do the whip parades. It helps you see what you had, like things that you haven't touched in forever that you forgot about. So
And things I need to
I enjoy
recondo.
watching other people's whip parades. Those are some of my favorite videos to watch.
yeah,
They're usually a little longer, so you can get some good stitching in,
Yep.
and you start seeing stuff that you want to go buy. So I
Yep.
love watching those.
Very
So you have
enabling.
2 tabs, one for shopping and one for watching.
yeah, I do that. I'll have a list of just what I want, what I see on the videos and what I want to buy.
Yep.
All right. So we are on to the final question, and it is my favorite question. And it's, what's the best thing that has happened to you so far this year?
Yeah, it's easy because our business took off this year, so that's easily the best thing that's happened to us. It's the most life-changing.
Lovely.
And it really took off too. Like it's awesome. It is awesome. So.
Oh, you know what else? Since I'm being sentimental this whole video, it also this year was our 10-year anniversary, and that's pretty big deal. So that was pretty. That's something to be happy about, right?
That's a lot of stubbornness to put up with.
And we brought it back.
Yes. I think there will be a conversation. But no, congratulations on 10 years.
You get off at 6, right, Derek?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Ish.
jeez. Ish. He's going to be real late tonight now.
I'll go ride around and play some Pokemon Go or something.
I got caught up at work. Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
exactly.
Well, here's to another 10 years after this conversation.
A goat and a sheep crashed.
Oh, no, you guys were so much fun. I'm so glad that you took time out of your days, and, you know, Derek's at work. So thank you so much for this. I wanted you guys to kind of ring in the new year because you're so much fun, and I think everybody's going to enjoy this for the first interview with a Flosstuber of 2021. So,
and 2021 is going to be amazing. So it's a good start, right?
Yes,
looking for lots of positive vibes.
Yep, that's it. Positive vibes, happiness. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year for everybody. So, but thank you guys so much. Really
thank you so much for having us.
Yeah,
it was so much fun.
All right, we'll say bye to everybody.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
Farewell, Flosstube.